Mm-hmm.
3, 2. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the podcast. I'm Dan.
And I'm Sam.
And again, thank you to our sponsor, Morty's Hotspot. You can find them at 301 South Madison Ave in Watkins Glen, New York. Also, if you need to call or anything, their phone number is 607-244-4963. If you want to support us and everything, and go support them, their Facebook page is Morty's Hotspot. He's a great guy, really good at cutting hair.
Yep, gives out great haircuts.
And cool environment. If you want like a barber shop environment,
Yeah.
definitely Morty's Hotspot is the place to go. So
Very inexpensive.
yeah, all around just a good experience, I'd say.
Yep,
I need to go soon.
me too.
Getting a little rough on
Oh
top.
yeah. I like the warm neck shave the best.
Yeah, that is. It's like the cherry on top.
Yep. Big thank you to Mrs. Skimmets.
Mm-hmm.
Bought a shirt and also donated an additional $20. So thank you.
Thank you to our patrons, William, Parker, Connor, and Brandon. If you haven't already, go check out our Patreon page, patreon.com/NotYourMomsPodcast.
Every dollar helps out.
Yeah, it does.
We really appreciate it.
Today's also the last day to get t-shirts.
That is true.
Unless you want to extend it.
Yeah, let's extend it one more week because I haven't.
One more week?
Or like
Wednesday.
okay, till Wednesday.
All right. You guys have till Wednesday
Yeah.
to get your t-shirts ordered in. I think we sold more than I expected.
Definitely.
We're over 30 t-shirts now, so if you need a t-shirt,
Let
and
us
if
know.
you want to support us, $15 a t-shirt, come in blue and purple, lavender actually.
Yeah.
I prefer the purple.
I also ordered the purple, even though the blue was my idea, I think.
You're the blue man.
Yeah, everything, pretty much.
I hate blue.
I don't know, it's the color that I choose to wear usually.
Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't go well with me, at least. What?
I don't know. For some reason, that's what color like 98% of my shirts are.
I'm a big black guy. It's just an easy color to wear.
I don't know, I usually wear brighter colors. Except for right now, I'm wearing all freaking dull colors.
Like orange.
Yeah.
Orange is a good color. I'd wear a shirt like this.
I feel like you have something similar.
I don't know. Well, one of the t-shirt designs was in sort of that color.
Yeah.
A little bit brighter. But that was one of my favorites. I don't know why I'm shaking. I didn't have breakfast this morning. I only had a cup of coffee. Ready to go. Are you going on a run today with us?
Yep.
All right. Sweet.
Yeah, we are just getting back into running, so that's
Training
kinda
for a
nice.
half marathon. I don't know if you're running the half marathon.
We'll see when it gets here.
Should be fun either way. Well, we've known each other for I don't even know how long. That
Probably
kinda
going
hurt.
on like 4 years, 5 years, 4
Yeah.
years.
Still have questions to ask to get to know you.
I scrounged up some questions as well.
Yeah, You want me to go first?
Send it.
All right. Describe happiness in 3 words. Like in general, not necessarily to you.
Yeah.
If you want to do it to you, then you can. But
Oh, okay.
I figured it was more of like,
An in general thing.
yeah.
I would say this might be like to me kind of, but I would say like in general as well, at least for like our area kind of. I feel like family, friends, and environment, like the environment that you're in.
Yeah, I'd say environment's a big one because if you're not having fun, it's just
yeah.
not gonna have a good time. Or like you
Kinda
don't
goes
like
hand
where
in
you
hand.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
My first question is, do you think it's possible to live like a completely normal life without ever telling a lie?
Damn. If I say no, Jenna's gonna get mad.
Well,
but like I don't know. I feel like you
like,
no.
yeah, because like everybody tells like little white lies and stuff,
Yeah.
and some like I mean some things are just better left unsaid, I guess.
I mean, but there's also
But
the people that like
you gotta be open about like pretty much
like
everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
But there's also like people that, like can't lie.
Yeah.
Like people that like break down. So I'd say like theoretically probably not, but like there's also people that like you like ask them something and like they're just like immediately like
Mm-hmm.
the truth and they can't like they physically like they can't bluff.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like so
I mean, I suck at lying, but like I'm sure I could say something and
I mean like you can bend like your words a
Yeah.
little bit. But probably not. I'd say for like the average person there's no way they don't lie.
yeah.
Like a little bit.
Yeah, about something like they
Yeah.
have to.
Like even as like a kid.
Yeah. Well, I feel like once you're like old enough to understand like the premise of why, I mean, you kind of always understand like lying is not like, or well, at least I was taught that lying is not good from a young age. But like once you get older, you really understand like the whole.
Well, I was just good at lying, so I never got caught. I don't know. I try not to lie.
Yeah, I don't really have much to hide about anything.
Yeah. Good question. Thanks. Google.
Yeah, seriously.
All right. So let's say I am not me anymore. I'm a preschool child sitting across this table from you,
Okay.
and you have to describe the meaning of life to me,
All right.
to an innocent kid.
All right. I'd say just you would want to try to I try to think of words like that
They would understand.
young kids would understand. Like just you want to make the most out of everything, if that makes sense. Like you want to be able to turn nothing into something. That's the way I like to look at things.
Creating matter.
Yep. Pretty much. No, like I don't know. Just my parents always said the most important thing is having fun as long as you can get done the stuff that you have to get done. Like as long as you're getting your schoolwork and actual work done, then just try to have fun with whatever you're doing and you should be able to enjoy life.
Yeah. Makes sense. I think they'd get it.
Yeah. I mean it's a freaking tough question to wrap your head around when you're young.
Did I tell you I talked to Durf?
No? Well, I mean maybe.
It was like barely brief, and he brought up the podcast, and I mentioned the whole like meeting with like the journalism class. He said he'd be completely down, but it has to be cleared by Mr. DeLiva.
Oh yeah.
So
I think he likes us.
I think so.
Yeah.
He didn't have anything negative to say.
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, I know Durf likes us. I was saying,
Mr.
and I think
DeLiva?
yeah, Mr. DeLiva likes us.
Mr. DeLiva, yeah. I'm pretty sure he likes me.
I talked to him. I went to a baseball game this week at the high school. It was the only high school baseball game I've ever watched my entire like high school career or out of high school career. I only stayed for like 4 innings, but
How was it? Did we win?
we were winning when we left.
Who were we playing?
Johnson City. Yeah. It's the turf. It's got to be the turf.
Yeah.
All right.
Man.
I got another question. It's kind of along the same lines is what we've been asking, but how do you think humans will go extinct?
Ourselves.
You think it's going to be like just overpopulation or
Yeah.
too much pollution or
I think. Oh yeah, absolutely. overpopulation, pollution. We're gonna run out of food by like what 2050.
Something like that.
So I'm just going to school for aerospace engineering. I'm building the
Get
rocket.
out of here.
I'm building the rocket ship and leave. No, but yeah, it's pretty shitty to think about. Like definitely, there's an old Chinese Confucian quote, and it's the strongest eat and the weak become the meat. And I think that might be true to a certain extent, not necessarily in cannibalism.
Oh yeah,
ideas,
no,
but
I know what you mean.
like I think that if you're not a wealthy family, as sad it is, the world's just gonna be so overpopulated.
Yeah.
And if you can't like
fend for
support
yourself,
it,
yeah.
then yeah, it's gonna be terrible.
Yeah.
I would never. I don't even know. Like I want a kid, but I really don't want to like raise a kid into
an
like,
ending world.
Yeah, if like I don't want to put them in a game that they're like automatically gonna lose.
Yeah.
But then on like the other side, then you could think of like, oh, that's being pessimistic.
Well, yeah, I know what you mean, but like we also have there's just like in Norway, I don't know if you saw it, but they sold more electrical cars or electric cars
No, I
this
think
year
that
than
if
any other.
I think that
than
if we
gas
are
cars, yeah.
like going to make a change, like we have to make a change now.
Yeah.
It's not something that like in 2030 we can be like, oh,
Might want to start.
oh shit.
Yeah.
No, but like California would like zero emissions.
Mm-hmm.
Germany, they have I think a 10-year plan or a 5-year plan for like zero emissions and everything. I think that's why I like Elon Musk so much.
I definitely agree.
I mean, obviously he's not the only one that's doing it, but if you think of like the scale that he's doing it on, the rate that Tesla's growing, it is. Jen and I were talking about this the other day, and she said that like having a Tesla could be impractical at times, which now that I think about it, it could be, because like if you think of like you're going on like a road trip or whatnot, you only have a 250 mile range for most Teslas, and then you have to charge it. I'm not sure how long it takes to charge with the superchargers. I know it's definitely faster, but
Yeah.
Still not sure of like the number for it. But so I guess it could be impractical, but at the same time,
They're making so many like moves to make it better though, which I think is like
No,
phenomenal.
it's like constantly improving.
They release. I don't think they released it on a large scale, but the Tesla trucks, like the 18-wheelers.
Yeah.
And the range for those is 500 miles.
Yeah.
Which is like crazy because it's such a huge vehicle.
And I'm wondering about when we'll have electric airplanes.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely possible. If I finish my schooling, I'll probably play some role into it, I guess.
That would be
unless,
awesome.
well, actually, I plan on working on spacecraft.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't have electric spaceships.
You can't?
I don't think so, because space is a vacuum.
Yeah.
And it relies on propulsion.
And if you freaking...
So basically...
If your battery died while you were up there.
Well, yeah. But, like, how you move in space, you basically have to throw something out the back, and then that throws you forward with... So that's why we have, like, jet fuel. And that's where, like, propulsion comes into play. I don't know how. You could do that with electricity. You could create...
like some sort of a fan, but I don't think you would get one strong enough.
No, it wouldn't. Fans don't work in vacuum. Like you can't have a helicopter in a vacuum, because basically it's like, imagine like you're standing and you try to lift yourself up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like there's nothing.
Yeah,
there's nothing that you're actually like pushing against. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe someone can think of an idea.
That's a freaking long shot, though.
Maybe if the simulation glitches.
Planes are definitely a possibility.
Oh, yeah. I think that by 2035 we'll start thinking of like reasonable.
I honestly think I wouldn't be surprised to see it sooner than that.
Yeah,
like,
no, I mean like on a global
yeah,
production
yeah.
scale base. Yeah, it's more of just like we definitely need to make changes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just
How soon are
yeah.
like, I mean, obviously we don't have a whole lot of say in it right yet, but
Well, I mean, it's also like you can't just make a change.
no.
Like
No.
you can't just be like, oh, today, like get rid of your gas cars, and then the government will give you electric cars, which that's basically communism.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Also, there's so many people out there that would not
Drive an electric car.
drive an electric car. Yeah.
Well, I think that if you were to drive, like, let's say a Tesla, I think that people would be
Sold.
yeah,
Yeah.
because there's just like the time that it takes to give energy to the wheels in an electric car, it's just instant.
Yeah.
Like the moment that you're hitting the gas, like your wheels are turning.
And like, there's so many options. Like, you don't just have to drive like I don't want to be like, I don't want to offend anybody, but you don't have to just drive like a Prius or something. Like,
Yeah.
You could drive like a Roadster, which yeah.
Yeah, for $200,000.
Well, I mean, like, if you're willing to, like, if you're
about that,
actually
like-
serious about like wanting something that can go fast.
Yeah,
or
it's got a
something, then-
1.9 second, 1.9, something like that. 1.9
Yeah.
seconds, 0 to 60. It's insane.
Yeah, like
It'd knock your socks off.
seriously. Like,
And it's silent.
yeah,
It's literally silent.
like I try to talk to James about it all the time, and he's like, dude, I just love hearing that car. Like,
Oh yeah, it's great.
yeah, like obviously,
I would totally miss it, but at the same time, it's like imagine driving a fucking insane go-kart or golf
Yeah,
cart.
yeah.
Like
I love ripping in the golf carts around the
yeah, those
around
go
the
like
course.
3 miles an
Yeah.
hour.
Yeah, but
No,
it
like-
feels like you're zooming because it's out in the open.
I mean, I agree that like I love hearing cars, like great sound. Honestly, if you wanted to, you could probably add the sound. Like I'm sure you
Yeah.
could program
Yeah.
the car to make a noise without
Well,
like,
smart cars had to add an artificial sound because they were
people
too
were like
quiet.
yeah, people were
Yeah.
like
They couldn't hear them coming.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if you were to drive that, I would be sold. I would be sold more on like driving the car than I would be my sound. Like,
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh my god, like
And like, if you were willing to be open-minded about it, like, it would help so much in the long run for like your children and everything if we switch to electric versus gas.
Oh, yeah.
But
no, I think it's a necessary change.
it's just a matter
But-
of when it happens.
Yeah, and like, I mean, thinking of the electric airplane, like, imagine the first airplane that was ever made. I went to Kitty Hawk, North Carolina,
Mm-hmm.
and have you ever been there?
Nope.
Uh,
I've been through North Carolina one time, but
do you know what Kitty Hawk is?
nope.
It's the place where the Wright brothers,
That's what
Flew
I
the
assumed.
airplane?
Like, I knew that's where.
and they have there's a really cool museum there, and basically the first airplanes were just gliders.
Mm-hmm.
But there's like this path that you can walk, and it has like their first flights. First flight was like, I don't even know, some 100 feet,
Yeah.
maybe longer than that, but like
No, it was super short.
yeah, it was like walking distance within like very short distance, but like as time went on, like they got better and better and better. So I think it'll be the same thing with airplanes. You're gonna get an electric airplane. The main struggle is having enough energy to
Yeah.
like actually like propel it.
I think they can make stuff like materials so light now that it shouldn't be a problem. Like, to at least for smaller, like, maybe not commercial jets or anything, but like at least
Oh, I
for,
think
like,
if you had like a one-person airplane, it'd
Yeah.
be much more feasible.
yeah, at least to start with until they figured out everything. But
think it's time to bust out the Hindenburg. Is that what
Yeah.
it's called? That was bad. So bad. Do you see that they're doing like a Titanic 2.0?
Oh, yeah, there's a whole bunch of memes about it, and the icebergs were, like, there's, like, icebergs talking, like, in some of the memes, and saying, like, all right, we'll be ready.
I don't know if it's true. I wouldn't want
knows?
to do it. Like, just
Mm-mm.
out of, like, superstition.
Yeah. Maybe, like, the second or third trip.
Like,
but-
could you imagine, like, the odds of just, like, yo, Titanic
Yeah.
2.0, and then, like, they just crash and die?
Yeah, that would be...
I don't think I've ever watched the full movie.
I watched it one time.
Makes me mad.
Titanic.
Yeah, they both
Yeah,
couldn't fit
they
on it.
easily could have definitely fit on it. I don't even think anybody else will argue differently.
No,
It's just frustrating.
it's whatever, though.
Yeah. You got any more questions?
Do you?
I do have one.
I have one, too.
All right, let's hear yours.
Wait, I have two?
Well, I asked the last one.
Did I ask you what your end goal is for the podcast?
Nope.
Well, there it is.
I don't know. It really, really depends on school next year. I think will be the biggest like factor.
Where do you plan on going to school?
Right now I'm definitely looking at living with Parker and Will.
Sam just graduated Corning.
Well, yeah,
With-
with,
with one
with
degree.
one degree.
Still
at
has another one coming.
middle of May. I should have
So,
another one.
Claps in the
But,
chat.
yeah, thank you. It was super unexpected, but Rich Evans was there for my graduating ceremony.
Oh, really?
It was just him and I in his office.
Sweet.
He was like, "Hey, I need you to sit down for a minute." I was like,
Did you have to?
"All right, well, no." I was like, "All right."
I solemnly swear.
I was going to sit down anyways, and he was like, I was looking at your credits earlier in like your transcript, and did you know you have a degree? And I was like, no, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, you graduated last semester. And I was like, well, I guess that's nice to know. And he's the only one there.
Yeah, I don't know. Corning does those things where they just like I'd rather rely on the teachers more than like the actual people that are
Yeah.
working in like the financial aid office and everything else.
Yeah.
Every
but-
time I go in there, I just get mad.
Oh yeah, I get so
It's
frustrated.
like, remember the one time I went there to get my transcript? And they tried to like sit me down and like
yeah,
have this whole talk. I was like, bro,
and you're like, dude, it's right over there. Did you see something?
no, I was looking at this.
Oh,
The cable.
you're making me nervous. I thought
no.
there was a spider or something.
No, yeah, I was always like, can I just get my transcript? And like, do you want to fill out the survey? I'm like, no.
yeah.
That's not what they said. But,
No,
like
but yeah,
that guy like wanted to have like a sit down meeting with me about
Yeah.
me transferring. I was like, dude, I ordered 2 transcripts. I came here to pick them up. And
It is just freaking ridiculous. Like
James Santilli is a great guy though. I don't know if you ever.
Jamie,
Yeah.
yeah,
He
he
is.
has helped
He's
me out.
so good.
He has helped me out dozens of times. Well, probably half a dozen, but like the professors are great too. Like most of them.
Besides Tyler's. Oh my god.
Bonomo.
Yeah, that one guy.
I
I
have,
don't even. Is he a professor?
yeah, I have him for 2 classes, and Tyler also has him for at least 2 classes. He's a great professor. Like when it comes to actual in class stuff.
Like learning.
Yeah, but he ratemyprofessor.com. He could be a little bit full of himself, maybe.
Yeah.
But
what in the world?
Actually, definitely, yeah.
Like, you're a business student, Tyler. Like, you're a business teacher.
Yeah.
Like, you should understand that, like, I need to get this signed because there's a deadline on May 1st.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
oh man, I'd be so butthurt.
I would be too.
Like, I don't know. And then
Uh,
the one lady came in and, like, backed him up.
Deb Beal.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd be going off on the entire school.
Yeah. That's like, I was supposed to get a $708 refund, which I don't know where it's coming from because I've been there for 4 semesters and never gotten a refund before. But all of a sudden, they're like, yep, you're supposed to get a refund. So I get my April bill, which should be $0 because they owe me money, and it says that I owe $1,000. And go up there, they're like, yeah, we're gonna have to call around and see what that's all about.
Yeah, they don't know what they're doing
Yeah.
half the time.
It's ridiculous.
They're just like, oh, go see this person, and then like you get to that person, they're like, oh, go see this person. We never really
frustrating.
answered the question.
No,
We
yeah.
just started going off on Corey.
Yeah. I mean, so we are gonna be like hella far apart, but
So if you're in Buffalo,
Yeah.
we'll have to do one episode every 2 weeks.
yeah, probably.
Something like that.
Which I would be down for because it's
Oh, yeah,
it's
absolutely.
definitely not like
It's
it's not,
definitely doable.
yeah, it's not bad to, and like we're gonna want to visit like
Yeah.
all of our squad, and so we could probably just make some freaking group trips out of it once in a while. Or
Yeah, I mean, even if I'm in Syracuse, you're 2 hours away. If I'm in Watkins, you're 2 hours away.
Mhm.
So, I'll
but
and if I go to Syracuse, I'll have my own room. So
we won't have to.
set her up there.
Yeah,
Or if we do it in Buffalo.
Parker, Will, and I are looking at getting a house. Just the three of us, I believe.
That's sweet. Yeah, we'd have 6 of us in a house.
At Syracuse.
Yeah, it'd be
You,
Tyler, Luke, another kid named Tyler,
Kyle.
Kyle, and Wang,
Oh, I forgot about him.
Mike. Yeah, I haven't met the other Tyler.
Yeah, I didn't even know there was that many people in it. I thought
Yeah.
it was just like 4 of you. I thought it was just you, Ty, Kyle, and Luke.
Kyle.
All right, I got one more question,
Okay.
and it kind of honestly would have been better to ask it earlier, but when we were talking about all that other crap. But do you ever think religion will be obsolete? Like nobody will be considering a religion, we'll just be considering like the science and stuff, or at least like, or just one like somebody will prove one of them and then
No. Mainly because I might get backlash for this, but I also think that people like to look for a higher power to like resolve their problems,
definitely,
and also like,
or if they have nobody else to talk to, like
yeah, I mean, religion's a good thing as long as it's not breaking people apart.
Yeah.
If you look at like the Crusades, terrible time.
yeah,
There's like always wars on religion, and,
constantly, but
and I think that sometimes religion is much worse than it does good.
I would agree with that.
But I don't think it'll ever go away just because
I don't think people are open-minded enough to accept something else like
I
once
think-
they've already believed something for so long.
I think people are mainly just like, go, like something happens in your life and it's like, oh, that's the work of God.
Yeah,
And it's easier to say like this is the path that God wants me to go on than it is to like accept like fuck.
yeah.
Like, I'm in
I
a
messed up
hole
there.
right now.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely easier to say like, oh no, like this is my path.
Yeah. I mean, I believe that everything happens for a reason and stuff. Like, I definitely believe that. But,
Still waiting on our essay for the butterfly effect from Tanner.
oh, yeah, was he going to get that to us? Or?
It's on his to-do list.
But, yeah, I think everything happens for a reason. But I do agree with what you're saying. Like,
Have you ever watched Men in Black 3?
I think I've seen all of the Men in Black movies. But,
Alright, so there's a character in it, and he can see every possible outcome of life.
Mm-hmm.
And the way I look at it is like yeah, everything happens for a reason, but at the same time, everything happens because of that's the butterfly effect. Everything happens because of the choice that you have. Like every split second, you have an infinite number of different choices that you
Yeah.
can make, and based on that one choice, then something.
Oh,
It's just like
yeah.
a snowball effect
Yeah.
after that. And the character in Men in Black 3, I think, sees all of the different choices it's basically like Doctor Strange.
Hmm.
Like how
Yeah.
Doctor Strange is like,
Yeah.
oh, there's like 7 million different ways like we can go about this, and then they're like, how many do we win? And he says 1. So it's basically that's how I see it.
Yeah.
I mean, everything does happen for a reason,
But it's
like,
because of something else.
but it's because of every minute, like minuscule choice that
Yeah.
we make. Like
Yeah.
me going like that.
Could have just changed everything.
Yeah. Like in some weird way.
Yeah. I
Which
don't know.
It's definitely weird to think
It
about.
is crazy to think about.
And I'm not saying I'm right,
I-
but that's how I just think about it.
I don't think anybody could say that they're right, like when they're talking about something like that, because nobody knows for sure.
Absolutely not.
You could think whatever you want, and hey, that's why opinions are great
Yeah.
or bad, I guess.
What's the saying? Like, opinions are like asses. No.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
think that's what it is.
Everyone has them and they all stink or something like that. It's something,
Yeah.
it's something along
It's-
those lines.
I don't know. I get so messed up with sayings and stuff.
All right. I like answering questions.
Yeah, I enjoy it as opposed to just asking them.
Yeah,
And
because it makes me think.
I always think, like, if you ask our guest a question, I always think about, like, how would I answer that?
I know, I
But,
feel bad because then I start talking.
yeah.
Because I'm just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I have one more. We'll hit the word of the day. We'll
And
call it good.
Get on with our run.
Yep.
All right.
All right. If you had to explain to an old person what like we do on the podcast, what would you say?
Pretty much that we bring on a guest when we have one. Like, we usually try to find a guest, and then we usually think of if we have a guest, we think of questions that pertain to the guest a little bit, but usually, like, hopefully guests, like, or viewers can also kind of relate to it a little, and then we just ask the questions and provoke some thoughts and
Thanks.
yeah, get on with our little conversations. But it's usually, like, not super specific about anything. It's mostly just whatever, like, it's really based around whoever our guest is, or
Yeah.
when we don't have a guest, it's like today we kind of hit the philosophical questions,
Yeah.
and I don't know, I like that, but it's usually quite random, I would say, to a point, like a controlled random.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with you. Like, being your fellow co-host, I understand
Yeah.
what you're saying.
I don't. It's tough to. Well, I also just suck at talking, but it's tough to describe stuff.
But it's also like not that hard to like talk for 35 minutes.
Oh, it's far easier than we expected.
Yeah.
Well, it's far easier than I expected, anyways.
Yeah. All right. Good answer. Ready for the word of the day?
Sure thing.
Straight from Jenna herself, so you know it's about to be a freaking.
Is the table long enough?
Yeah, you might need an open spot. All right. Sam, your word of the day is carbaminohemoglobin.
Carbaminohemoglobin?
Yep.
Carbaminohemoglobin.
It's the bond between carbon and the amino acids in our blood. Something like that. I think it's a word that you can get right.
Carbamino?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, the Mino is gonna screw me up. Well, also thinking about spelling carbon.
I'll say that you're right so far.
Carbamino.
Mino.
I mean,
Eeny, meeny, miny.
I would say it's MENO. Carbamino, but I don't think that's it. Carbamino. You gotta say the word again. I don't remember.
Carbaminohemoglobin.
Is that a hyphenated word?
No, it's all one word.
Well, I know how to spell hemoglobin, I think. Hemoglobin.
you were like 99% correct.
It was the Mino.
It's the E
Which one?
in the Mino. Should be Mino.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, but I wasn't positive.
What
All
do you
right,
do?
I spelled it CARBAMENOHEMOGB. Oh wait, GLOBIN.
GB.
It
Bobin.
well, my
Yeah.
lettering combined together there looks like a B.
All right,
It was close.
you're close. Table's looking good.
I love the silver Sharpie.
Yeah, definitely a good call on that.
Shout out Sharpie for making some dope markers.
Yeah. If you want to sponsor us.
Yeah, seriously. It's probably the cheapest thing you'll ever pay for.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. Again, go check out our sponsor. Link will be in the description for the Facebook page. T-shirts for sale. Get your T-shirts.
Yeah.
Got till Wednesday.
You guys know how to get a hold of us?
Instagram at Not Your Mom's Pod.
Yeah.
All right. And we'll see you guys
Thanks
next week.
for tuning in. I think that was a good one.
I think it was.